As an ice-class vessel, the MPV Everest was chartered by the Australian Antarctic Division to resupply its bases in 2021. But 5 days into its journey back to Hobart, this was the fiery scene that confronted the 109 people on board.
Obviously, when you have a large explosion on a boat and you're 5,000 kilometres out to sea, you've got a storm coming, incredibly stressful.
The emergency was unfolding in the middle of the Southern Ocean. The response coordinated from Canberra by the Australian Maritime Safety Authority. Unsure if they can contain the fire, it noted shortly after the blaze began. 17 minutes later, it was just as grim. Unsure if they'll have to abandon ship. Rescue teams considered sending an aircraft, saying if they abandon ship into lifeboats, request drop of drinking water. The fire caused substantial damage to the port engine room and destroyed 2 watercraft, but the blaze was eventually extinguished with no need to abandon ship.
There's a number of people on board the Everest at the moment who have been through a fairly harrowing experience.
There were no physical injuries, but the danger was far from over. A storm front with 15-metre swells was on the way, the captain requesting a contingency plan for the scenario of a major electrical failure resulting in no propulsion whilst being stuck in the storm front. The ship was diverted to Fremantle and arrived several days later without further incident, but the union representing some of the expeditioners says the communications revealed just how dangerous the situation was.
When we met with the division, there was a real essence that they were trying to downplay the situation.
The Australian Antarctic Division says the safety of its staff and crew is its first priority, and that safety precautions on board its chartered vessels are constantly reviewed and updated to meet international best practice. The Australian Transport Safety Bureau is expected to release its final report into the fire within the next few months. Jono Gibson, ABC News.